Now, this is a very interesting headset. This is the TD Vida, and you can now back it on Kickstarter, starting from $379 for the Wi-Fi version and $479 for the 4G version. These are smart glasses made for sports, and they will project information into your field of view. But unlike other glasses, which would only give you like a display on one side, actually you have a color display for both eyes. And these are waveguide displays. So something that you've seen in the HoloLens 2 and 1, but not with this kind of form factor, only 59 grams. Now in this video, I'm going to check out this pre-production unit and I'm going to let you know what are my thoughts about it. So absolutely stay tuned, watch the whole video because all of this goodness here is coming up. I'm glad that you're back on the channel, and my name is Sebastian. And if you are as excited as me about glasses like these, which will extend our reality, then absolutely subscribe to this channel here and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. For full transparency, TD has sponsored this video, so I would tell you about the glasses and their Kickstarter. That is fair enough, and I will do so, but I will simply, like always, tell you all the good things and all the bad things. So everything that I found out about this pre-production unit, and that is simply why you like MRTV. So let's get into it. The headset comes in this fake leather hard case. That is good protection. Let's open it up and check out the headset. Yeah, so here it is. It is real. Good to know that. And yeah, it looks good. In my opinion, it has a very cool futuristic look to it. And the most stunning thing here in this first moment is simply the weight. This really only weighs 59 grams. It is so light, probably the lightest XR headset that I've ever had in my hands. So yeah, that's that. Here is the main camera. It is nothing to write home about, I can tell you already, like 1.2 megapixels only. And then we have some light sensors right next to it. So that's that. Here we have the two panels, waveguide, 640 by 640. So yeah, enough to see some information, but not to watch a movie or something. This is truly only to give you the information that you need. Here we have a proximity sensor, so the headset knows when you're actually wearing it to save some energy. That makes lots of sense too. Good. Here you see the wave guides and this typical rainbow pattern. All right, here are the sensors to measure your heart rate and your blood oxygen. Very smart that they put it there because, well, obviously this is where the headset connects to your nose. Makes sense. Here on the arm, on the left arm, you can charge it magnetically. That's good. And that works well. Then we have a button here. That's the on-off button, also to wake the device up again. And then this part is for the speakers. And the speakers are actually loud and clear. So I was surprised that this little form factor is able to give you a good sound. Here, and this is important, this is the part where you would actually control the headset with. It's a trackball. And in my opinion, that's a good idea. That's how you would navigate the Android menu. And in order to confirm, you would click it. Yes. Just like that, you scroll a lot here. I'll talk about that later. And then we have a back button here. Unfortunately, it does not give you that satisfying click. So yeah, that could be a bit nicer, but letting you know everything that I find out here. Yeah, then they also give you this here. This is some kind of lens inserts. So if you find an optician that would add your own lenses to it, you could put it in like this. So great news, the QIDI Vida is actually real and it's a working pre-production unit that I have here. Now, what I think is really cool, well, first of all, the form factor, of course, 59 grams. It is truly super light, and I can imagine myself wearing this for sports, and it will not affect me at all. But I have a screen, I have a display that will give me some vitals of myself or some other information that I would like to see. Now, what's also good, I have seen smart glasses like these here that only come with one virtual display, not with two for both eyes, and they would only have like a monochromatic display, so just one color, and cost like much more. This has two displays, is in color, and only cost $379. So that is really cool. And the display actually is great for the purpose that they made it for. This is for sure not to watch videos with, right? But like here is the display, something like this, and it's directly in your field of view. It shows colors, so it's not monochromatic. And for the purpose that they have here, like giving you information while you do sports, while you're out and about, this display is good enough. So this is a very similar technology, or actually the same technology as used in the HoloLens 1 and 2. So if you have seen through a HoloLens, you know like what you can expect. It's not as brilliant as a micro OLED display. And you also have some rainbow effects, right? But it is not as bad as the HoloLens 2. And again, for this purpose, the display is simply good enough and much better than those monochromatic one-eye displays. I also like the placement of the sensors here, putting it onto your nose, so your heart rate and your blood oxygen levels are being checked, right now, right here. And that is a cool thing to have. It makes so much sense and it works. So during running or during your workout, you can see your actual heart rate, and this is actually a useful feature. The built-in audio is actually loud and clear, so it's good enough to take calls if you go for the 4G version, or to hear anything that the glasses want you to hear. So that is definitely also good enough. And it's interesting to have everything in this super light 59 grams form factor. That is absolutely surprising for me to see. So this is running Android, and in my pre-production unit, I had a few apps there. And with these few apps, I could simply check out the functionality of the hardware. This pre-production unit is nowhere near the functionality that QIDI is showing you in their Kickstarter video, right? So I couldn't try any AI functionality, and I couldn't try the geolocation functionality where it would show me the way to go. So on this pre-production unit, I had a few apps. I had a fitness app where I could choose like different kind of sports, like walking, running, cycling, and I could choose these apps with my voice, which also worked well. So in the fitness app, I could say like walking, and it would go into the walking mode. And yeah, then I would see my heart rate and the time. And that worked well. However, for this pre-production unit, I didn't have the geolocation enabled. So yeah, it didn't show me the way. So that is something that I would still need to see in the future. Also, so far, no AI function. So I was not able to take a picture of something and it would show me what this could do. But it has all the sensors. It has everything it needs to actually make it happen. So the hardware is there. We just now need the software to take full advantage of this hardware. Yeah, the camera here, it is nothing to write home about, honestly. So I would not want to use this camera to take some videos that I would want to post online. Not at all. For this, for sure, I would want to take my my phone, right? But if they would use this camera just to interact with ChatGPT or with any other AI, yes, then this would make a lot of sense and could probably be very cool, right? So the potential is there. I can see the potential with the hardware They just have to deliver it with the software. Same goes for the controls. I can see the controls are there, right? So there is this trackball. Here it is. And in my opinion, it's a good idea to use a trackball in order to navigate the menu that they have there, right? The Android menu. And for this pre-production unit, it was not sensitive enough. So I had to scroll a lot to go from one icon to the next icon. But then it worked, right? And then in order to select it, you would click into it. And most of the time it worked, but also not always. So they told me this has not been calibrated yet. And once they calibrated it, they will for sure dial in the sensitivity. Yeah, but I simply have to tell you right now, it was quite clunky to put in that Wi-Fi password of mine. It took quite a while. I made it happen, but this pre-production unit, not quite there yet. And for something that for sure will never happen with these glasses is that you see something on that virtual screen and then you use your finger to choose something like this. No, absolutely no. The display, it's always going to float in front of you, with you, and every kind of motion you do with your head, it will just follow it, right? Because there's no tracking built into this. So no, never going to choose something like this. You're always going to use the trackball or your voice. And yeah, that's good enough. Of course, I've also checked out the battery. So with the display always on while being outside and walking and running and putting in my Wi-Fi password of my personal hotspot here, it ran for around 2 hours. Again, always display being on. And yeah, that is good enough for going for a run. I personally don't run 2 hours, probably 30 minutes is enough, or going for a 2 hours bike ride. But this is with always the display on. And I imagine that you could drastically improve the battery life if you don't have this display always on, right? In general, the display will go off after 60 seconds and then you can wake it up by simply clicking the button here, and then you will see it for another 60 seconds. And then probably you could get a much longer runtime. Also, I think in the future, once this has these AI functionalities, it doesn't have to be on all the time. So you wear it and then you see something and then you would wake it up, ask your question, get the answer, and then you're done and things can go into sleep mode again, or simply have the display go off. I believe then you can have, hours and hours of battery life. But again, display always on, running, doing the heart rate thing, showing it to me while I was outside walking, 2 hours. I also took some videos outside to check out how good I could read the display, and let's have a look at that now. All right, so this is me wearing the QIDI Vida glasses in the general public, just to find out if I would feel strange about doing that. But I can tell you, no, not at all. This is totally fine. I can see myself wearing that, going for a run or cycling or whatever. And once they have implemented the AI features, I also wouldn't feel shy to take a picture and ask, what is that, what I'm looking at, or whatever AI function they are going to use. So this is actually good news. So let me tell you about the display now outside. So inside there's no problem whatsoever to see everything. And also outside now, I can see the display well. So the parts that are black in the display, I would just see my environment, which is good. So this would not be dangerous when driving, when cycling, or when running. So I can still see everything very well that's in front of me, which is cool. And the information that I see right now, like the time or my heart rate, that is also very nicely visible. Okay, today is a cloudy day here in Germany, in Dortmund where I am, and I can without any problem see everything that's on the screen that is not black. So the time and my heartbeat. So yeah, that works well. So overall, in my opinion, they have lots of potential. The hardware is there, and this is what this video is about, telling you about this pre-production unit that I have, and that absolutely does work. And again, it is impressive how much technology they could put into 59 grams. However, everything stands and falls with the software. And while this does have the potential to be amazing, the software really will make all the difference. Again, right now there was this fitness app, it worked, and there were like another app which could check my heart rate and my blood oxygen level, and that's basically what I could test here. I could not test all the things that they promise in their Kickstarter video. So I cannot tell if it will be able to do all these things nicely. The hardware is there, it is possible, but you will have to find out yourself if they can actually deliver with the software. And that's everything for this video. Thanks again, QIDI, for sponsoring this video. Probably this is not what you expected, but that is how MRTV rolls. I will only tell you what I see, and that is what I see. Lots of potential, but you have to get the software right. All right, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Do let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the QIDI Vida glasses? Are you going to back them? What do you think about the hardware? What do you think? Are they going to pull it off? Leave all your comments in the comment section. I can't wait to read that. Yes, and of course, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV, absolutely do that now, because here you're getting independent reviews of all the latest headsets, you're getting the latest news, and it's overall an amazing channel. So subscribe now and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. That's everything that I have for this video. I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.